Hey friends, so Santina and I look like the Easter Bunny. I promise we haven't started celebrating Easter yet. We just happened to
This
put
was
this
not on
on
purpose.
before the video and just kind of happened. So
Thinking
we're looking
green.
forward to Easter Sunday though.
Yes, we are.
But we have the whole Triduum that we get to enter into starting tonight.
Yes, which is very exciting. So tonight is Holy Thursday. So as a quick recap of the past couple videos this week, what we were doing was going through just a reflection on pivotal players in the walk to Calvary when Jesus was crucified. So we talked about Simon of Cyrene in the beginning, yes, and what we learned from him was to embrace our crosses and to help others carry their cross, even when God is calling us, even if we don't necessarily even feel like it or want to.
It's hard.
Yeah. When it's hard. Or even, yeah, exactly. The next person we talked about was Saint Veronica, a personal fave.
True image.
Yes, her name means true image, and for her it was just the lesson of little acts of compassion and kindness and what they mean to especially to a person who is suffering. They are great. The third person we talked about was the beloved disciple, Saint John. And John, he taught us about faithful love and how love is by its nature faithful, even when we don't understand, but to stand by somebody that we love.
True fidelity.
True fidelity, exactly. So today is the greatest of them all.
Our favorite and mine.
Is the Blessed Mother, Mary. She was obviously there throughout the entire Passion, pretty much. What do you have to say about the Blessed Mother, Trav?
There's way too much to say in just a 5-minute less video, but the thing we want to highlight this video about the Blessed Mother is her yes. And that's the thing I think most of us probably associate with Mary is her fiat, her yes. When the angel Gabriel came in the Annunciation, the angel said to the Blessed Mother and asked her, kind of requested, and she says, let this be done. And so the angel says, will you bear the Son of God? She says, yes, let this be done according to thy word. And she never stopped in that posture of receptivity. So that day and every day forward, every day since she was born, but especially on that day forward, she said yes to Christ. And that yes brought her ultimately to the cross. Yeah. So it brought her an incredible amount of joy throughout her life, Christ's upbringing, his public ministry, but it did bring her to the trial, the pain, and the anguish, and the bitterness of the cross. I can't imagine, come close to imagining what that must have been like for her as a mother, seeing her son on the cross. But that yes brought her there, and she never stopped saying yes to God.
Yeah, she accepted the life she was given. Yeah, she didn't fight it. She cooperated with the life that God had given her, all the way to the cross. Like, talk about the strength of a woman. And I think in that sense too, she makes our crosses sweet, because walking with the Blessed Mother, praying to the Blessed Mother, and following her example, she gives us a courage to accept our life the way it is, and through all its trials, joys, and everything, and trepidations. And I think we can really learn from her and what God has called us to do and live for.
Yeah. So our encouragement is just to allow Mary to be an example and to be a real mother as she is for each of us, and to teach us how to accept the crosses that come our way. I know for me, I battle hard against those crosses sometimes and against reality, hard to just accept some things as they are. But Mary teaches us how to do that and how to accept in a loving, humble, and trusting way as God leads us forward in our lives.
Right.
So we'll be praying for you this weekend.
Yes, happy Triduum.